Have you ever witnessed a fatal car crash and when you try to explain what happened, everybody thinks you're only narrating a scene from The Fast and the Furious? These 10 disturbing dash cams are going to make you feel like that. You would not believe these car crashes if they weren't caught on camera. You are about to witness raw and unfiltered life or death situations caught on camera. Wow, did you see that? Did anyone survive? Buckle up, hit that subscribe button and get ready to witness more bizarre collisions on Unreal Captures. Number 10, flipping a pregnant woman's car. Imagine a police officer flagging over your car and it results in a fatal crash. On July 9, 2020 in Arkansas, pregnant Nicole Harbor was driving her red Ford Explorer SUV at 84 miles per hour in a 70 mile per hour zone. Nicole was pulled over by a cop, but she did not stop immediately. Your guess was right. State trooper by the name of Rodney Dunn thought Nicole was fleeing and he decided to conduct a pit maneuver on Nicole's car. In case you're wondering what a pit maneuver is, it happens when a cop's car hits the back of a speeding vehicle to make it spin out. Wow! You can see Nicole's car losing control and flipping over. Did Nicole and her unborn baby survive the incident? Luckily, the two survived, with Nicole only suffering from minor injuries. Thought you had seen it all with the cop chase incidents? The dashcam footage that follows is nothing short of terrifying. Number 9. Reckless driver rams into patrol cars in Georgia. It all starts with a 911 call about a reckless driver tearing through the streets of Georgia. The police rush to the scene, their sirens blaring, but nothing could have prepared them for the shocking events that were about to be captured on camera. The dashcam footage shows a careless driver in Georgia ramming into patrol cars. Wait, did you see that? One person jumps over the car and another falls to the ground. The driver decides to speed off, leading the police on a brief chase while ramming multiple vehicles. The chase comes to a dramatic end when the cops manage to stop the driver and drag her from the vehicle. Dude, the authorities say there was a child in this vehicle. Miraculously, the small child in the backseat survived the ordeal unharmed. Let us know if you had suspected there was a child in the vehicle as you buckle up for an even more grisly road accident. Number 8. Reckless rage ends in shocking crash. Oh my goodness, you will not believe what the dashcam captures next. An aggressive driver is desperately trying to make his way through traffic. Unfortunately, there are vehicles ahead. The driver resorts to a dangerous maneuver, tailgating the pickup truck with reckless abandon. Suddenly, without warning, the driver makes a daring move by swerving into the far right lane in a hopeless effort to pass. But disaster strikes as the driver misjudges the tight squeeze, losing control and slamming violently into the granite wall. Do you think the driver will survive? Apparently, the 27-year-old driver only sustains minor injuries. This scary incident serves as a wake-up call to the consequences of irresponsible and life-threatening behavior behind the wheel. Stay tuned to learn how brake failure led to a multi-car collision in Incident 7. Number 7. Harrowing dump truck crash caught on dashcam in Austin. Road intersections are always a new driver's worst nightmare, especially when the intersection has heavy traffic. What happens in this video will shock you. A 19-year-old boy driving the red T-bone dump truck loses control at this busy intersection and crashes into the gray sedan. The truck sweeps several other vehicles before crashing through a concrete barrier and plummeting over 15 feet into a ravine. Unbelievably, the violent crash leaves no one with life-threatening injuries. The driver of the gray sedan only suffers from a concussion. The 19-year-old driver suffers from a spinal injury. According to investigators, brake failure was the cause of the multi-car collision. One must admit that everyone involved is incredibly lucky to survive. It could have been much worse. Do you agree with the investigators that brake failure was the cause of the accident? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 6. The Angry Machete Man. What would you do if you spotted a bloody man speeding in traffic? And by bloody, I mean a man full of blood on his face. This white minivan to Fernando Arias was caught on camera fleeing at high speed in San Antonio, Texas. You will not believe what this man had done. After cutting 2 women with a machete and fearing the wrath of the cops, this man decided to engage them in a 20-minute high-speed chase. Do you think the police caught up with the man? Fortunately, they did, but not until Fernando crashed his vehicle near the intersection of Euclid and Wilmington Streets. Reports say that the 2 women were severely injured, but survived after medical treatment. That was one crazy moment caught on camera. Fasten your seatbelt, as the next incident is way more dramatic. Number 5, the Hearst House explosion. Things are about to get crazy, guys. Take a keen look at this police cruiser driving down the suburban street in Hearst, Texas, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The date is April 7, 2018. A police officer responds to a 911 call about a car crash, unaware of the horror that awaits him. The cruiser approaches a house where a white car has crashed in the front yard. As the officer steps out of his car to investigate, he has no idea that the car has struck a natural gas line, leaking flammable gas into the house. The officer walks toward the house, his body cam capturing the scene. Whoa! Suddenly, without warning, the house explodes in a massive fireball, sending debris flying in all directions. The explosion is so powerful that it destroys the house, leaving only rubble in its wake. This shocking incident captured on the officer's dashcam serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers first responders face every day. Would you have suspected that an explosion would occur? Next time you make an attempt at approaching an accident that involves vehicles and structures, remember this video and mind your safety. If you never imagined that a Tesla's autopilot could be involved in an accident, you are wrong. Watch what happens next. Number 4, shocking Tesla autopilot crash. Driving a Tesla and joining the elite class is a dream for most of us. Take a look at this sleek white Tesla Model Y cruising down the North Carolina highway at high speed. Guess what is about to happen? This Tesla, operating in autopilot mode, is about to collide with a police cruiser at nearly 70 miles per hour. The incident, captured on dashcam, highlights the dangers of over-relying on Tesla's self-driving technology. I told you! The Tesla suddenly slams into the back of a parked police car, sending the deputy flying to the ground. The impact sideswiped the deputy, knocking him off his feet and dragging down the state trooper standing next to him. Luckily, both officers escaped serious injury, but the consequences could have been devastating. What's even more shocking is that the Tesla driver admitted he was distracted, watching a movie on his phone, and couldn't take control of the vehicle in time to prevent the crash. In this next clip, a box truck driver makes a reckless maneuver that triggers yet another violent multi-car pileup. Number 3, sleeping semi-truck driver causes violent crash on the highway. You would not believe the terrifying dashcam footage we're about to show you. Drivers on this highway experienced a heart-pounding collision that could have turned deadly in an instant. Have you ever witnessed a crash as shocking as the one we are about to see? One driver's split-second decision nearly cost them everything. The dashcam shows a truck driver falling asleep when on the highway, and this happens. He makes a reckless maneuver that triggers a violent multi-car pileup. The trucker locks up his brakes, but it's too late to avoid slamming straight into the car in front of him. Oh wow! There were 2 people changing the tire of their car, and the truck crashed into them, pinning one of them into the wall. This is just terrifying to watch unfold. The impact looks absolutely devastating, but there is one driver who manages to avoid getting caught up in the chaos entirely. This is a reminder of how quickly a situation can spiral out of control on the highway when drivers make a little mess. Which part of this incident shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments below. The dashcam footage you are about to see will leave you on the edge of your seat. Number 2, terrifying crash in a construction zone. Driving through a construction zone can be nerve-wracking, but what happens when a driver loses control and causes a devastating collision? Car crashes in work zones are all too common, with drivers often failing to slow down or pay attention to their surroundings. But nothing could have prepared this next driver for what was about to unfold in front of them. As this Jeep driver navigates the narrow lanes of the construction area in Jamestown, North Dakota, they try to create extra space between their vehicle and the cars ahead. Little do they know, disaster is about to strike just behind them. The dashcam captures the moment a Nissan SUV suddenly slams straight into the back of a Kia, causing a violent collision. You can see the Jeep driver braking hard, trying desperately to put more distance between their vehicle and the unfolding chaos. But even their quick reactions are not enough to fully escape the aftermath of this devastating incident. The Nissan SUV driver must have been traveling at an incredibly high rate of speed to cause that much damage to the Kia, but somehow, against all odds, no one appears to be seriously injured. What do you think the Nissan SUV driver was doing that caused them to lose control like that? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 1. Terrifying crash on the highway in Grand Rapids. Driving on the highway can be a nerve-wracking experience, especially when other drivers make reckless decisions that put everyone around them in danger. Michaela is driving her Volkswagen Golf down the highway, unaware of the chaos that is about to erupt just ahead of her. A pickup truck driver trying to avoid a car that has stopped in the lane suddenly swerves without checking his blind spot. Whoa! The pickup cuts off a minivan, leaving the driver no time to react. The minivan slams into the back of the pickup, causing it to spin out of control. The impact is so severe, it sends the minivan rolling over onto its side. That's not enough. The spinning pickup truck veers directly into Michaela's lane, leaving her with no choice but to brace for impact. The head-on collision has debris flying everywhere. The pickup driver's reckless lane change directly triggered this entire chain reaction. If he had just taken an extra moment to check his mirrors and blind spots, this entire situation could have been avoided. What do you think the pickup driver could have done to avoid the accident? Share your thoughts in the comments below. From reckless merging and construction zone collisions to intersection crashes involving cyclists, these incidents show how quickly a routine drive can turn catastrophic. How would you react in situations like this? Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you in the next video on Unreal Captures.